Good morning, everybody. I'm Eureka John, and you're at Eureka Street Crypto, broadcasting live from Leander, Texas. It is 5:45 in the morning on November 9th, 2021. And this is my video blog, and you've just stumbled upon it. If you've stumbled upon it, then you know that this is well, you don't know anything about it. So this is what it is. It's my video blog, and I say random stuff about crypto. This is me documenting my time and my learning in the crypto space, and holding myself accountable to continually learn something new by reading articles, books, listening to podcasts, watching videos, and whatever. And me trying to articulate that outside myself, because I don't believe that you just learn something when you absorb it inwardly. I also believe that when you have to try to express it outwardly, that is an entirely other learning process, a secondary learning process. So anyway, that being said, it's not financial advice, it's not teaching material about crypto, but it can help. So cat's trying to chew up something. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, as you can tell, I do this out of my house, and early in the morning, every single morning, this is what I do. Okay, so anyway, let's go on here. Let's look at CoinGecko and see what's going on. Bitcoin's at $67,836.76. It did make it up to 68,000. It's pretty incredible. I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and basically it was with Brian Armstrong, the founder of Coinbase, CEO, founder of Coinbase. And Coinbase is a public company. Like it, love it or hate it, it is here to stay, and it is an OG in the crypto space. There's a running joke, if you're new to the crypto world, that anytime Bitcoin goes on a bull run, watch for Coinbase going down, because that could actually be a good sign of a bull run. So because I don't know, they say it's increased due to high demand and all that stuff. Other people accuse them of market manipulation and all that stuff. I don't want to get into all the hearsay and the gossip and the politics about it, but it has been a pattern. However, I've noticed that Coinbase hasn't really gone down lately during bull runs, so maybe they've improved some of their process. So I don't know, but it's an interesting interview. It's on Bankless HQ, and with Ryan Sean Adams and David Hoffman. And it's a really insightful interview. It puts kind of a personality and a face on Coinbase. Whenever I just had previously just thought of them as just some crypto exchange, but it's a great place for newbies to enter the space. It made me a little more sympathetic, I guess, towards Coinbase and what it's trying to accomplish and the stances it's taking with the SEC and stuff like that. And they made a good point yesterday too. They said, the fact that regulators are coming in is kind of a bullish sign, because it shows that things are disrupting the market so much and disrupting the dollar so much that the regulators are starting to really take notice and take heed and want to crack down. So in a way, that's a silver lining about it. But as far as the SEC and stuff like that, they say, well, how would you, if crypto is so decentralized and so unstoppable, how can regulators actually be an issue, right? If crypto was so unstoppable, regulation should not be an issue. That's the case worldwide. As you saw with China, whenever China banned Bitcoin, it's weird. It just kind of on a blip, everybody moved all their Bitcoin miners and all that stuff out of China, and they moved it here to the United States and then to other countries in the world. And you barely saw a dip in the value of Bitcoin during that time, because Bitcoin is decentralized. So it didn't really matter if one government banned it. So with these regulations and the SEC coming to crack down hard, it's not really going to be a threat to crypto as a whole. What it is a threat, though, is to the United States dominance in all this, and to the United States economy, because the United States has traditionally been a very strong economy. The dollar's been strong, but it's not so much the case anymore. And if the United States sees crypto as a threat and basically cracks down and it tries to inhibit the people within the United States to adopt and embrace this technology, this Web 3.0 technology, basically the rest of the world is going to pass us by, and we're going to be left behind, and that's not good for Americans in the United States. Um, I've said before, places like in Africa and rural areas, you know, they're not encumbered with all these laws and regulations and infrastructure, even, telephone poles and wires. They're not encumbered by all that stuff. They are basically they all have iPhones, and they're all sending crypto back and forth to each other to avoid the warlords and their hyperinflated currency and all that stuff. And they're not encumbered by all our legacy, by all the first world legacy type of attitudes towards new innovation in crypto, and just all of our infrastructure that requires being paid for, like all of our current telephone lines, and all this other stuff that we've built up that require maintenance, that it won't be necessary in the world of the future. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I just started rambling, but all I see is the industrialized and first world nations, and not industrialized, pretty much the whole world's industrialized, but the first world nations, encumbered by all this tech and regulations on the tech, are going to fall behind, because the third world nations are going to be jumping ahead because of their willingness to embrace their experience, their firsthand experience with hyperinflation that we don't have yet. It's on the cusp, but we don't have experience with hyperinflation. People from Argentina, even Venezuela, countries in Africa, they know hyperinflation. They know how it robs the poor. The people with the assets, if hyperinflation happens, all they do is move their assets into things like real estate, gold, silver, other types of reliable assets, and that's all they really have to do, and they kind of retain a lot of their wealth. But a lot of more middle class, poor people, they don't have the knowledge, the foresight, the information, the information feeds to be able to do things like that. And in a lot of cases, they live paycheck to paycheck or have a meager savings in the currency of the country. And when you have that, and you're being hyperinflated, and all you're basically relying on is your company matching your 401k, but then your 401k kind of vaporizes into space, it's basically theft. It's theft of the lower and the middle classes, and like I said, the wealthy are going to be moving their assets in other places, but the middle and lower classes are basically getting robbed through all this printing of currency, and they don't even know it because they don't understand really what inflation is. So yeah, but the people that do understand it, and they've experienced hyperinflation, and they're on the other side of it in a lot of these non-first world countries, they are using crypto, and they're sending crypto back and forth to each other on their iPhones. They're staking it, and they're not encumbered by regulations and infrastructure. So they're doing very well, and they're getting better, and they're all lifting up. And then the United countries with heavy regulations like the United States are being left behind. For instance, in Texas here, I can't even use Binance, not even Binance US, because of laws and regulations that inhibit me from doing so. Therefore, and then this whole idea of accredited investor as well, where you have to have something in the neighborhood of $250,000 to even begin to invest in something that might not be in the public stock market. But by the time something actually reaches the public stock market, it's all cherry picked by the wealthy, and what's left for us? Nothing. So we're not even given the option of being an accredited investor. I've tried to throw $1,500 into something, but I can't, because into something pre-IPO, but I can't because I'm not an accredited investor, and it's frustrating because I know ways in which I can make money with the stock market and with other types of funds and things like that, but I'm not allowed to because of regulation. To supposedly watch out for the little guy, right? That's what the regulators say it is. We're protecting the little guy. And that's what's kind of an issue about these things like Shiba Inu and Dogecoin and stuff like that. is these tokens, they are extremely volatile. It is pure gambling. And these are 9 and 11 in the cryptocurrency markets. And people are investing basically their entire livelihoods and their houses and things like that into stuff like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. And then when these things crash, the regulators swoop in and come in with their capes and say they're here to save the day. And, you know, basically cause havoc on the rest of the cryptocurrency industry and try to squash any other opportunities for somebody who's not an accredited investor to be able to make some generational wealth. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. Crypto definitely is the Wild West. You should watch your back, but that's why the crypto community is so tight. You go onto crypto Twitter, and crypto Twitter is not any sort of official, you know, I'm going to crypto Twitter. No, it's if you follow hashtags like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then you start to add people who are major, who are really involved in the space and post about cryptocurrency a lot. And then that's how you kind of get involved in crypto Twitter. You know, so crypto Twitter is not necessarily some kind of formal entity. When people refer to crypto Twitter, it's just going on Twitter and using the hashtags, following hashtag crypto, following hashtag cryptocurrency, following hashtag Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, and stuff like that, blockchain, and then starting to follow people who all follow those hashtags and follow, you know, $ BTC. That $ in front of it means that it is an asset. So, and if you follow $ BTC, you are following the Bitcoin ticker. So yeah, that's what crypto Twitter is. So when people say, you know, I'm on crypto Twitter, it's not like they've joined a crypto Twitter club. So just keep that in mind. So anybody can jump on there. But yeah, there's a tight-knit community. So even though it's the Wild West and Janet Yellen calls, you know, the people in crypto shadowy supercoders and stuff like that, who would you rather trust, a shadowy supercoder or the big banks? Well, honestly, I'd rather trust a shadowy supercoder because, you know, they all look out for each other. And if somebody's a bad actor in the crypto space, you'll find out really quick via either Telegram or crypto Twitter or Discord. Each of these crypto projects have their Telegram and Discord communities as well. Through DAOs, word spreads around, and then people pull their investments out and they go elsewhere, and the bad actors are usually left with nothing. So yeah, anyway, so let's move on to some of these other prices. Ethereum's at $4,775.25. So that's also doing all-time high type of stuff. Word is getting out, you know. I've been hearing rumors about the Super Bowl going to be having crypto ads, you know. Yeah, Visa and MasterCard are putting crypto on their books. What was it, MasterCard or was it Visa? One of the two bought a crypto punk. One of the crypto punks just sold for $500 million, $500 million, you know. And yeah, Matt Damon is sitting here doing crypto commercials now. I mean, it is mainstream now. It's getting mainstream. Then suddenly all these people are going to come in, oh, how do I get a setting on a crypto wallet? It's just so complex. I just don't understand. I don't have the money to buy a whole Bitcoin. You know, you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin, folks. You don't have to buy an entire Ethereum for 4,000. You don't have to have that. You can put in $20. It's actually a really good way to do it is to get a wallet and set $20 on automatic withdrawal from your bank or whatever amount you can afford per paycheck or per week or whatever per month. I don't know. And just do it regardless of the price. And then you'll dollar cost average and you'll kind of surf that wave up. So yeah, you know, don't try to be all wily and sneaky and run the technical analysis and, you know, watch the cup and handle charts and all this stuff. I don't do that, you know, and I've done very well in the crypto world, you know, and I've made some pretty decent money and I've cashed out on some profits. Don't forget to take your profits too, folks, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, speaking of which, and when you get involved in Discord communities and when you start doing things like testing out certain DeFi apps when they first launch or when they're in beta stage and stuff like that. For instance, whenever Uniswap was first launching back in 2020, I was doing transactions on it. And as a result of doing transactions on Uniswap, I was a recipient of the Uniswap airdrop. And that was a nice, healthy airdrop. Same thing with 1inch Exchange. And then I also, over time, set myself up with an ENS exchange, ENS address. So if you look at my Twitter profile, let's go here to my profile page, and you will see here that it is eurekajohn.eth. This is .ethereum. Now, don't get me wrong. This is okay. So this address points to my Ethereum wallet. So if you want to donate or whatever, you know, like I'm not asking you to or anything. I don't bum for money on this show, by the way, too. I have a job, although I don't know how much for long, because now they're starting to snoop into my my medical information, if you know what I mean, and they'll start requiring that I get that thing in my arm, which I'm not going to do. And you know, I'm fine if that's what you wanted to do and want to do, and that's your personal business, right? And it's my personal business if I don't want to do that, and I don't want my job snooping into that. And they're being run by a corporation out of Cleveland, and we think a little differently down here in Texas, and I'm not going to comply with any of that, and I'm going to see how long I remain employed there. So yeah, it's starting. And so anyway, yeah, that all started because I'm not taking donations because I have a job. I'm not going to ask for donations, not through this channel anyway. I'm going to try to do some hard work and offer my services, my abilities with podcast producing, audio editing, animation, video editing, stuff like that. You know, just to try to keep myself afloat in a freelance way, and then as well just buy into projects and crypto. So anyway, this whole eurekajohn.eth, this points to my Ethereum address. So if anybody were to send me Ethereum, it would go there, or any Ethereum based token. So the cool thing about it is it's not just Ethereum. You may also see that Unstoppable Domains they have .crypto and .zil addresses. I also have eurekajohn.crypto. So you could send Ethereum or any other type of stablecoin, or here it is, unstoppable.org. I'm sorry, not .com, .org. Yes, I want to advance. Oh my gosh. It says it's unsafe. Wait. Unstoppable domains. What the heck, dude? All right, so why is it taking me to this? Which one is it? I guess I'll just run a search on it. Oh lordy. Unstoppable. Why can't domains? Okay. Oh, here it is. Unstoppabledomains.com. Oh, they changed their website. They changed the colors of the website. That's why I didn't get it. Anyway, they have .zil, .crypto, .coin, .wallet, .bitcoin, .x, .888, .nft, .dao, and .blockchain. Yeah, so they have a lot of options. So, but anyway, you can own these websites, but you can also attach them to your wallet address, because they're Web 3.0 compatible. So yeah, you know, use NFT domains as your universal username across apps and websites, website URL, payment addresses, and wallets. So it allows you to use Dapps, right? And what is a Dapp? We'll get into that. It's basically a decentralized application that allows you to connect your crypto wallet to any website. That's all it is. It's a website that connects to the blockchain, and it is the fundamental premise of Web 3.0. So anyway, I have eurekajohn.crypto, and I have eurekajohn.eth, and I set myself up with that ENS. Hold on, let me see here. I'm going to sign in. Elmo's World. I don't know why I always have that in my head. It's like my internal head waiting music is Elmo's World for some reason, and my kids don't even watch Elmo that much. I can't remember what I signed this up with, so I'll mess with that later. Anyway, eurekajohn.eth is kind of the same concept. You don't have to, it doesn't just point to your Ethereum address. You can have that point and receive Bitcoin donations, any other type. It's blockchain agnostic, basically. So anyway, let's go to here, this blog article. They recently did an airdrop. So when I was talking about in getting yourself involved in crypto, you'll start to find yourself the recipient of certain airdrops. Like I found myself the recipient of Uniswap. I found myself the recipient of 1inch. I found myself the recipient of a bankless airdrop. And now I'm a heavy member of the bankless DAO. I participate on a daily basis. And I got involved because I received an airdrop because I had a subscription to the bankless newsletter, you know? So whenever you plug yourself into crypto Twitter and then find opportunities to get involved in the crypto space by joining Discord servers and by joining Telegram groups and stuff like that, then you start to uncover these opportunities. And you know, because I signed myself up and I claimed an ENS domain and then I attached it to my wallet, I received an ENS token airdrop. So the people at ENS, Ethereum Name Service, they were having all these people coming in and buying these name services, and they had all this money in their treasury, and they're like, well, we are a public good, so there's no reason why we should sit here and take all these profits. I believe they're DAO based, if I'm correct, and so let's give all this back to the people who have supported this. So anybody who has a .ens name gets to be a recipient of this airdrop, and I believe there was something like 375,000 Ethereum or something like that, which is insane. That times $4,700, that's a lot of money to be divided out amongst 375,000 people. So on November 3rd, ENS officially announced that it will issue governance tokens, ENS with a total of 100 million ENS tokens, of which 25% or 225 million ENS tokens will be distributed to eligible users. So what those ENS tokens allow you to do, yeah, you can take them to the exchange and immediately ditch them and get your, what was it, like $4,000 is what I ended up getting. But I haven't traded it in because you can delegate your ENS tokens and allow delegates to vote about ENS on your behalf and to help support the system. So yeah, you can, if you have a .ens domain, I'm sure that anybody with a .ens domain, right, or .eth domain, Ethereum domain, probably won't be watching me. A lot of people that watch me are generally a little newer to crypto, or just like really just loyal, which I appreciate. You know, but you probably already know about this if you have a .eth domain name or wallet address. But yeah, so but I'm just trying to highlight the opportunities that being involved in crypto at this stage allows you. Now these opportunities are going to start to fade over time with all this mass adoption that is happening. So that's why it was important to be here early. And also try to get involved in new DeFi apps like Greenwood.finance. Who knows? I don't know if they'll have a token, but now they're on Arbitrum, and I covered them in a video a few days. The ZK Sync layer 2 solution is also something to maybe do a transaction on in the possibility that they might do a future airdrop. So yeah, airdrops are a wonderful thing in the crypto community. So let's go over here. In order to claim this, you have to get this IM token wallet. So I've never seen this IM token wallet. So let me pull this out so you can see more of this page. Last night I downloaded it, I claimed my airdrop, and I explored around this app a little bit, and it seems to be a pretty cool wallet. You know, it's like cross-chain. You can do Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I don't know who does EOS, but people do. Atom, Tron, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and just a whole bunch of other different, Polkadot, Filecoin, Tezos, Kusama. Yeah, there's just a lot of different chains, and it allows you to keep it all on one wallet. It has some staking on here as well. It allows you to manage your stable coins. So yeah, and then here's the Dapps that I was talking about. So what is a Dapp? Let's see here. What is a Dapp? So a Dapp is an abbreviated form for decentralized application. For the following to be considered a Dapp, pronounced DApp, okay, all right, and similar to email. I just call it DApp, but if you want to call it DApp, it must meet the following criteria. The application must be completely open source. It must operate autonomously and with no entity controlling the majority of its tokens. The application may adapt its protocol in response to the... oh man, it's asking me to sign into my highlighting app. All right, I don't really feel like signing into my highlighting app. Let me go back to this article. Okay, the application may adapt its protocol in response to proposed improvements and market feedback, but all changes must be decided by the consensus of its users. So yeah, it's not a top-down centralized application. The application's data and records of operation must be cryptographically stored in a public decentralized blockchain in order to avoid any central points of failure. The application must use a cryptographic token, Bitcoin, or a native token native to its system, which is necessary for access to the application, and any contribution of value from miners, farmers should be rewarded in the application's tokens. The application must generate tokens according to a standard cryptographic algorithm acting as proof of the value nodes are contributing to the application. Bitcoin uses the proof of work algorithm. So anyway, so let's go over here. Let's check out DeFi Llama. And oh no, I'm sorry. No, I was looking for something else. Anyway, DeFi Llama is cool, but that's for a different episode. So Dapp Radar. All right. So let's go to Dapp Radar and take a look here at some of these dApps that we have. These are the top ranked or a ranked list of blockchain dApps. All right, so now this is kind of a guide. If you ever wanting to find any websites that are connected to the blockchain, look, I mean, they're categorized: games, DeFi, gambling, exchanges. What else do we have here? Other. All right, so yeah, social media. Yeah, Hive is pretty cool. Steam is kind of had its day and gone. Collectibles, NBA Top Shot on the Flow blockchain. The Real Goat Society. What the heck is this? Interesting. I'll have to take a look at that here in a second. Marketplaces. You have Open Seas where you buy NFTs. Solana is making a huge surge in popularity and having a lot of exposure. So yeah, and then high risk. I'd probably stay away from this section if you're starting out. I don't even really play on here that much. I've done some high risk stuff on Matic just to poke around and try, and I've lost my nuts on it. So yeah, let's check out this Real Goat Society and see what's up. Okay, it looks kind of like the Bored Ape Yacht Club type of thing. Exclusive Society. The Goat Society is a collection of 10,000 unique NFTs meant to unite different communities and fans of real-life goats. All right. I'm a Capricorn, I guess. Whatever that means. Yeah, I mean, people say, you know, crypto is kind of astrology for men, or at least technical analysis is. But even though, I mean, there are a lot of ladies in crypto too. Now it's no longer just, you know, some geeky thing that, you know, dudes do. Yeah, you know, don't want to discriminate, you know. There are a lot of ladies piling into crypto, and I can't blame them, and they should. So yeah, so sign up for free Dapp Radar airdrops. What's up with this? Anyway, so Dapp Radar is a really cool place, so you can see all these different types of projects that have websites that are connected to the blockchain and that are decentralized and community driven and stuff like that. So let's see here. So airdrops. So be careful about a lot of these airdrops, although this Mirror Protocol one is legit, because you'll find if you have something like a Binance wallet or a Matic Polygon wallet, that you'll go into something like Zapper or Zerion, and you'll suddenly see all these weird tokens just show up in your wallet. And Zapper and Zerion are wallet aggregators in which you can put in your crypto wallet address, and you'll have all your crypto wallets. Because I have multiple crypto wallets, you know, several different MetaMask wallets, different wallets for different blockchains and stuff like that, and for different purposes. But I have the Zerion app that I use, and I'll show you that website, Zerion.io. I have this app right here, and it invests in DeFi from one place. So yeah, it allows me to see all my wallets in one place, and I get the full balance, and then I can look down by individual wallet if I want and uncover the assets. But it looks on pretty much every single blockchain, and every single layer 2 solution. Sorry. So like for instance, this is the sample one here. So let me pull this out so you can see the side. Because once you start getting a lot of wallets, it starts to really pile up, you know, and you're just like, oh man, so what wallet address were those XYZ tokens in? Shoot, okay, I need to connect to this, you know, DeFi app, but on this MetaMask, I don't have this wallet imported. So I need to go to this other computer over here, get my private keys, or I need to pull out my private keys written down on paper. Then I have to import this wallet so I can connect on my laptop through, you know, this wallet where my XYZ tokens are stored. But a lot of times you don't remember where your XYZ tokens are stored. So that's when I pull up Xerion and I'll look around and I'll be like, oh yeah, XYZ tokens were on Polygon on my wallet ending in 7E42. Okay, all right. So that's the wallet that I need to import in here to do that stuff on. But yeah, if you have like 3, 5, 10 different wallets, you might not remember that those XYZ tokens are on wallet that ends in 7E42, right? Yeah, it's little things like that are kind of annoying in doing and having custody of your own crypto. But it's your responsibility now. So we've turned into a society in which we're just completely reliant on all these good corporations and banks to take care of us and stuff like that, to happen to actually manage our own finance and keep a hold of our own keys to our own crypto. And, you know, you have to keep a hold of those, and you have to keep track of this as part of a responsibility of all this stuff, of managing your own finance. Otherwise, you'll be subject to the whims and the mandates that are happening of the people from the top down, making the decisions for you. And when it comes to your money, you should not let people make decisions for you. You know, you've worked hard for that money. You've contributed to the GDP. You've earned that money. That money is a representation of your work. So you should learn how to manage that money and have the keys to that money yourself. And so you can have access to that money at any time you want, not just during banking hours and, you know, when a bank's not on a holiday and stuff like that. Yeah, and you shouldn't be stranded at a pump and all that stuff because a bank decides that one of your accounts is suspicious and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it just allows you to look at, you know, all the different. So show all assets. And also, this is just showing the Ethereum blockchain, but it'll also show you layer 2s like Matic and Arbitrum, and, you know, Optimism and stuff like that, on the assets that are on there. Because previously it would only show it on Ethereum layer 1. Well, now it shows you all the different layers, and it allows you to show your NFTs as well. You know, so if you have a cool NFT and you want to show somebody, then you can just pull it up on your mobile and show people. So yeah. Anyway, that's about that. I've been kind of going on and rambling for 34 minutes now. Can't believe I made a 34-minute episode out of talking about this stuff, right? You know, I didn't even get to any point today. It's, oh man, there's just so much stuff all the time. I have a lot of stuff I got to talk about that's on my agenda. I have a couple really cool interviews coming up too. So anyway, stay tuned for that, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. All right. Bye. I'll put on some. Oh, hold on. Let me put on some outro music so I can ramble a little more. If you are interested in being on the show, tell me your story. I'm interested to know, and I think it's really good to hear things from all walks of life. Yes, I'm always happy to have people who are established and, you know, CEOs of these projects and all that stuff. And, you know, I've interviewed already now some pretty important people. But then again, I've also interviewed people who are just average local yokels like you and me, who are just into crypto, and I want to know, like, what cryptos do they like? You know, what's your favorite NFT? How did you get in this space? Like, you know, yeah. So, what are your views on Web 3.0 versus Web 2.0? Do you like stocks still? Do you like gold and silver? Do you think it's valuable? All these stuff are very valid questions, and I want to know, not just from important people, but from average people like you and I. So, all right. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.